Here are the steps to create an essay-style question within Canvas, which mimics the short constructed response or extended construction response for the STAAR redesign. So within my new quiz, I already have a stimulus attached on here. And so you have the option to attach your constructed response or your essay-style question to the stimulus by clicking Attach Question, and then you will select Essay. You can also do this without a stimulus on your new quiz by clicking on the blue plus button and then selecting Essay. I'm going to go ahead and attach this example to a stimulus so you can see how it looks for students. So I'm going to click Attach Question and select Essay. And now on here, there are two important parts that we're going to discuss when it comes to what to enter as information for your students to see on this essay question. And then we'll talk about the options below and what you're able to set up. So again, with the question title, this is optional, but it's great to add the topic, or you can even add a standard that relates to what students are doing. With this in mind, if I were going to be writing a question that relates to this stimulus, I could even match the title of the stimulus and add that here. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to leave that blank, and I'm going to move directly onto the question stem box, which is where we actually add our question of what we want our students to answer. So for the essay, I'm going to add my directions of what I want students to write for their constructed response. And then based on this answer, this essay style question, this is going to determine some of the options I select below. So I've entered my question, and students are going to be analyzing using some of the text from that stimulus. And once I have my question done in there, I can click out of the box and then move down to the options. So some of the options you have on-screen calculator. I know for this question I don't need that, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. I do also have the option to use the rich content editor, which is the same style of text box where you have some of your text formatting and some of your options up above. Now, there are more within the rich content editor when it comes to the tools that students will have access to than what will be on STAAR. But if we do not have this checked, they get no editing styles at all. So even the bullet points and bolding and italicizing, all of that would be gone. So it is totally up to you as the teacher of what you want them to practice. So you can even try it. We'll do one, and I'll show you the example of what the rich content editor looks like for students to enter their information, and I'll show you what it looks like without it. You also can check if you want them to have spell check to be turned on or not. If you have the rich content editor on, as of now, spell check is still included in that. But if you were to uncheck both of these, that would mean that it would not tell students if a word was spelled wrong or not. Also, you can do a word count. So we can show the word count for students, and we can set word limits. As of now, we cannot set character limits, but we can set some word limits. So for instance, if we know that our character limit is going to be around 400, similar to what our short constructed response is, if we were to look that up, there is a good estimate that that means it's between 70 and 95 words. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the maximum as 95 words right now. I know that's not exact and it's not going to be perfect for our students, but with that in mind, it does give them an idea of, okay, I need to make sure that I can write my answer in a concise manner. You can also add some grading notes because this style question is not graded automatically. It is graded by the teacher after the students submit it, but you can add some notes here that will allow you to view them while you are grading students. And once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and click Done. So now I'm going to scroll up to the top and let's look at what this looks like for a student. So when a student is taking a new quiz and they have an essay style question, remember on this example, I did keep the rich content editor checked, meaning that they will get all of these formatting tools within the question. So on here we can see my stimulus is off to the left-hand side, my question is at the very top, and then this is going to be the text box that students can type their answer in. When you use the rich content editor, a new update shows below where we can see, okay, we have 2 words and 95 max, but students also get this link that says 2 words, and then now it's going to show them how many characters with no spaces and how many characters with spaces are in this answer. So if we leave the rich content editor, they'll get this box. If we don't leave that on, you would just get this, just the wording down below. So they are creating updates all the time in Canvas, and so these are things that we are seeing as they get updated. Once students have typed their answer and they're ready to submit, they can click the submit button, and you as a teacher will get a notification to grade their answer. For this example, I'm going to scroll down and exit the preview and go back to my editing of my quiz. And then I'm going to click on this question type, and I'm just going to change out and remove the rich content editor and show you what this looks like now. So once I've unchecked that box, I will click done. And again, I'm going to scroll to the top and click preview. So from a student perspective now, when they're taking the new quiz, you will notice they do not have any of the text support when it comes to any of those editors. So on here, they will not have the bullet point list or the italicized or bold options for their text. It is just a text box, and then down below, it will give them a word count if you keep those boxes checked. So again, once they submit, they are ready to turn in, and as a teacher, you'll get notified and have those ready to grade.